Ooh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Darku, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to defeat the Pumpking boss fight on easy mode without any items so that you can maximize your profit with the goodie bags. Now, this method was originally found by this guy, and obviously it's got just video footage and no explanation, but if you want to go check out them before watching this one, then go ahead. Still here? Alright, let's crack on. Now it's time to meet the team. Up front we have Blastoise with a timid nature. Now you could get away with a modest nature as well. We also have a Jellicent with a modest nature in our second position, and in our third position we have a Hydreigon with modest as well. In fourth position we have a Kingdra with modest, we have a Jolteon in fifth position with a modest nature, and in the last position we have a Gorobus with also a modest nature. Now in this boss fight, if you don't already know, you can't take duplicate Pokemon and you cannot take duplicate items. So we're taking a Mystic Water on our Blastoise, a Sea Incense on our Jellicent, Expert Belt on our Hydreigon, a Splash Plate on our Kingdra, Choice Specs on Jolteon, and Wave Incense on Gorobus. The EVs are as followed. Obviously you want to go absolute maximum into special attack and speed. The rest of it, obviously you can just chuck on a bit of HP. Onto the IVs then, you can see that our Blastoise has 31 in special attack and in speed, and some good HP as well. Our Hydreigon is a perfect build, however obviously this isn't necessary. As you can see with the other examples, they are not perfect builds. I bred these for around 70k each to make sure that they've got at least 27 special attack, 27 speed, and good HP with a nature. So as you can see, the Jellicent, Kingdra, Jolteon and Gorobus all cost me under 100k each, just to make sure we had good free IVs as well as their nature. Onto the moves then, I'm actually going to blank out some of the ones we're not going to be using, as I don't want you to get mixed up on what you do and don't need. Blastoise will need Water Spout, which is an egg move by the way. If you're going to breed one of these, you need Shell Smash, Rain Dance and Brine. On Jellicent we'll only be using Safeguard, Water Spout and Brine. On Hydreigon we'll be using Snarl, Dark Pulse, Nasty Plot and Rain Dance. On Kingdra we'll literally just be using Brine. On Jolteon we'll literally just be using Thunder. And on Gorobus we'll also just be using Brine. For the abilities then, obviously my Blastoise has Rain Dish, which is the HA, however you don't need that. Torrent is also a good pick here. Water Absorb on Jellicent is also not needed, but it is also a nice one to have. Levitate on Hydreigon is a given. So on Kingdra and Gorobus you're going to want Swift Swim as their ability. And on Jolteon, Volt Absorb is the best one to have. So now that you've met the team, you know the stats, you know the moves, and you know the items and the abilities, etc., let's get started on the fights. What I'm going to do here is actually split it into 4 different scenarios of me running it 4 times. They'll all be on the screen at once, so you can concentrate on one if you want. We're only going to play audio of one fight. Obviously I don't want the audio to be messed up with everything else, but I want you to see different tests and how they've all worked out.
Oh god, now there's 3 of them! We're outnumbered!
So phase 1, turn 1, it will always be the same. We're going to start with Rain Dance from our Blastoise, our Jellicent is going to use Safeguard, and our Hydreigon is going to use Nasty Plot. On turn 2 we're going to go all in, so our Blastoise is going to use Water Spout, our Hydreigon is going to use Dark Pulse, and obviously the Jellicent is also going to use Water Spout. So the same thing again for turn 3, he's got ads now. We're going to actually use Snarl on Hydreigon if we're in the middle. However, if we're not in the middle, it still doesn't matter. We're going to use Water Spout, Dark Pulse and Water Spout again. Obviously, like I said, if Hydreigon's in the middle, we'll use Snarl to get rid of the ads. On the next turn then, you're just going to finish off phase 1 with a Dark Pulse and Water Spout or Brine. It is completely up to you, but you can just use that to finish off phase 1. On phase 2, turn 1 then, we're going to do the same thing as phase 1. We're going to Rain Dance with our Blastoise, Safeguard with our Jellicent, and Nasty Plot with our Hydreigon. So turn 2 then, just like the first phase, we're once again going to be using Water Spout from the 2 water Pokemon, and we're going to be using Dark Pulse from our Hydreigon. After that turn has ended then, he'll get really mad and start shifting your team out. Now it doesn't really matter in what order he throws your team out, it doesn't matter what comes out. What we're going to use, if we've got Jolteon, we're going to use Thunder, and if we've got any other water Pokemon, we're going to use Brine, and if we've got Hydreigon back out, we're going to just Dark Pulse him once again. Now the start to phase 3 is a little bit different. On turn 1 we're actually going to use Shell Smash on our Blastoise, we're going to use Water Spout from our Jellicent, and we're going to use Rain Dance from our Hydreigon. Now depending on the ads that come out, sometimes you can obviously kill the little ads, but sometimes it also doesn't kill the ads, and you'll actually get Shadow Balled on Jellicent. So if this does happen and the Shadow Ball does hit your Jellicent, you don't want Jellicent to die. So what we're going to do is use our Blastoise to use Water Spout. On Jellicent's turn, we're going to switch with Hydreigon to put it in the middle, and Hydreigon is going to use Snarl to try and kill the ad. After that turn has ended then, you will be hit with Pumpkin's special move, which basically puts all your Pokemon to 1 HP up front. From there on, you're going to use Blastoise with Brine, we're going to go Dark Pulse Hydreigon, and we're going to go Brine with Jellicent as well. The reason for doing this, obviously Water Spout only does damage like based on your HP essentially, so if you're at 1 HP, your Water Spout will do no damage. Now it doesn't matter what order your next Pokemon come out as, we're just going to go all in. So your Kingdra and your Gorobis will both spam Brine on the main Pumpking, and Jolteon will use Thunder as well. Because of the rain, obviously Thunder should not miss. And there you have it, ladies and gents. That is how you win against the Pumpkin on easy mode without any items whatsoever being used. No X specials, no XPs, no potions, no revives, no nothing. So this will make sure that you get your 5 goodie bags without actually having to waste any money whatsoever on this boss fight. So there you go, get out there and make your teams. Like I said, you don't need the absolute perfect teams. We even made some budget Pokemon there and we still got away with it. So I hope you have fun grinding this boss. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and all that business, and I'll see you guys on another video. See ya!